All right. David, I can just see brokers all around the country selling losses to the bankers, saying, yeah, no, the loss is a good thing because we're going to carry it back.
Well, if you understand credit properly and you don't just look at the profit and loss at the bottom line, you actually understand cash flow, then there's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. I actually think it generates a question to Gino. If you're going to have companies that have depreciated assets or written off assets that would otherwise have been carried on the balance sheet, so you're going to write down the value of businesses. Is there going to be a kicker at the other end of this, where you sell your business and there's going to be a huge capital gain, or does it have a future tax cost by taking advantage of these schemes at the moment? And I would also say that before you answer that, it just goes to show that there's literally nothing left in monetary policy. It's exhausted, and all the stimulus is fiscal policy, which is fine, but it just means that it's a little bit artificial. I'm just wondering what the future consequence of it will be.
David was right. There is that sting in the tail. I mean, if you're buying an asset and you turn around and you've got zero tax cost on that asset, then essentially all of the sale proceeds are going to be subject to income tax when you sell. Now,
right.
That is the flip side of the equation. But in terms of stimulation, which is what the government is trying to do, you're buying an asset, and most businesses would buy an asset and then hold on to it for a period of time to get the economic benefit of actually acquiring it. I mean, you wouldn't go out there purely to buy an asset to get the tax deduction, because that's not smart business. You're talking people who would be smart in business, who would otherwise be looking at investing, and they would hold on to those particular assets for a period of time. And in a lot of cases, you've got a tradie that thrashes a ute, you're not going to get much for it at the end of the day anyway.
That's right. It would otherwise have been written off, but it is a question that we get from clients quite often, because they're getting these immediate deductions. And I can promise you, or guarantee you, in my many years of doing this, that low interest rates are they're good, but tax treatment is the biggest incentive, and it motivates people to upgrade assets and alter them. And you're not going to buy something just because you can get a deduction on it, but if you're thinking about it, there's an incentive, particularly as each financial year rolls around. If you've got a profit that's on which you're going to pay tax, and there is the ability to acquire a new asset, increase your throughput capacity, and reduce your tax, people do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly
well,
right.
It's very interesting about the sting in the tail, of course, because as you say, you're basically 100% depreciating the asset. So I guess whatever you sell it for is all capital gain virtually, isn't it?